Hello and welcome for a new episode here on the Mole Under Management channel. If you're wondering what this is, well, this is a kind of reaction video but also thought video on Paradox Interactive's new announced game Millennia. It has been rumored that this will be probably a Civ type of game, right? Because Paradox has been starting to branch out in other strategy categories instead of just doing grand strategy games. They also want to go to other places. And apparently Millennia that's the name of the game, I assume, because I have the video open. The video is only 47 seconds long, so this is a teaser trailer. But I hope we will see a little bit of gameplay, and then we can talk about, do we need another Civilization type of game? So with that said, let's watch this together and let's do this.
As the world is shrouded in uncertainty.
Yeah, this is the first teaser picture they showed.
Yet to unfold. Are we to witness the age of kings? Will we be haunted by plague?
Yeah, that looks
or shall we soar towards
turn-based.
Utopia? The narrative is yours to claim.
Huh. Bronze, iron, heroes, blood, kings. Wait, what? That's new. Rogue AI? Wait, what? Millennia. Okay, that was really a super short teaser. So there's not much to take from here, right? The only thing I would say we can definitely take from this is this looks like a turn-based game. Graphics look, well, very Paradox. Graphics have never been on the forefront, let's be honest here. But so it seems like they are also branching off. Like there's clearly this whole idea of you go through the ages, but they also seem to be like a lot of like bad events which can happen, like the age of plague, and depending on the decisions you make, things can change. Like this is definitely interesting underwater. This is the Age of Kings, and you can research like a professional army, dry compass, guild, medieval university. Okay. And that will lead into the Age of Discovery. The Age of Intolerance is... Wait, you're jumping from the medieval age into our age? That's weird. Oh, that's interesting. So it seems like you can choose which age you want to jump into. Look at that. The more technologies you have researched to lower the cost to advance. So this would take 30 rounds. This would take 34 rounds. That is an interesting way to do it, to be honest. I wonder if you can also unlock those things. Because here's the thing I'm noticing. You see that? Look at the interface. Like, keep in mind, Paradox is always a very interface-focused company. And everything they do with the interface is giving away a certain path. And this reminds me a bit of the Dark Age and Golden Age from the Civilization games, right? Like, depending on if you are finishing some of the objectives, you will enter a Dark Age, a Normal Age, or Golden Age, or even a Heroic Age if you were really, really good, right? And it seems like they're doing the same thing here. So you would definitely go into the Age of the Renaissance, but you also could go into the Age of Discovery, the Age of Intolerance, and then the Age of, unfortunately, we cannot read that because I don't think it shows it here. Yeah, it doesn't show the full name. That's unfortunate. So yeah, it seems like you can make decisions like this. Definitely seems the bad age because you see this is like slightly broken. So this is like when you just research maybe organized religion. And then you would get into the age of intolerance, I assume. Here are the different ages. And here they are starting with, okay, those are the standard ages, right? Stone Age, Bronze Age, Iron Age. And now they are already going off the beaten path and go into Age of Heroes, Age of Blood, Kings, Monuments, Plague, Renaissance, Conquest, Alchemy, Ether, Dystopia. Oh my god, so many. And then at the end, Rogue AI. Like, I really wonder what that means, because it seems like that, yeah, also hexes. People are pointing out hexes in my chat. If you're wondering, I'm live streaming this also at the same time. This is why you have to keep up with my stupid schmuck face. Normally I have my camera off when I do videos, but not for live streams. So yeah, we seem to be back to hexes, and depending on which age you choose, they will come with something bad. I wonder if there is only like punishment. Like that's what you basically mostly get in Civilization 6 with the Dark Age. Going into a Dark Age is not a good thing most of the time. Yeah, sure, you get some bonus here and there when you are conquesting somebody, but for your economy, it's not really great. So I wonder what happens when you are entering a kind of dark age, so to speak, like the age of plague. You will get repercussions, like the plague, right? The bubonic plague. But do you get also something out of it? And does it open up a new path into an age which is like more focused on medicine? Because even though the bubonic plague was really bad for Europe, like it killed nearly half of Europe, right? It was really, really bad. But it also helped to then move forward. Also, with half Europe wasn't right, but don't nail me on that, please. That wasn't right. But it really helped to move forward medicine, right? It really helped to move forward science, to understand how this all works. So there was a positive outcome at the end, so to speak, in the next age. And I wonder if they're doing something similar here, that when you are moving forward out of a really bad age, that you are getting into a much, much brighter future. Right? I wonder if they're doing something like this. This seems to be like resources here we are seeing a little bit in the background. I wonder what that is. I don't know what those things are. Maybe you can build a district there. Maybe that's what they are doing. You have like multiple districts, and the blue dot means you already built a district there, and the small little black dot means you haven't really done anything there yet. There is another city there we can see briefly. Like, here we see a bit in the future. You can build on the water, which is cool. Yeah, there we are back. This is what they showed the most. Damn it. There we have some ballisters, some knights over here. That's a castle, that's a city. So it seems like they're going the path. This reminds me of, this is kind of cool. This reminds me of Total War Medieval 1 and 2. Or in general, the older Total War games, where at some point you have to make a decision. In which direction do you want to move the city? Do you want to move it into the city direction to get the economy going? Or do you want to go more into the direction of having a castle where you had like a lot of military opportunities and a pretty good defense line, but the economy was shit, right? They were reliant on the cities, right? And I wonder if they're doing a similar thing here, where they have a castle and they made the decision that they want to go with a castle because it's really good for your military. This is where you build your units, and it's also good for defensive points, whereas the cities are there for the economic boost, which would be great. Also, the art style is slowly growing on me. Like, when I first saw the art style, I felt like, ooh, this looks a bit outdated. But the longer I'm actually looking at this, the more it grows on me. It gives me a bit of a Heroes of Might and Magic vibe. It definitely gives me a bit of a Heroes of Might and Magic vibe. Which, yes, sign me up, man. Or a bit of Anno? Well, you could even say it gives me the old Civilization games vibes. Right, like Civ 5, before the big graphic change. I like this. This looks interesting. Now I have to see more of it. And I hope we will actually get more information on the game very soon. Now, this is just a teaser. Let me see if there's actually anything website-wise. Yes, there is a Steam page. Yay! Oh, look at that. And the Steam page has actually screenshots. Ugh. I love when things are coming together. Yes, let's have a look at those, shall we? Look at that. Oh, wait. Knossos and that's the Russian Tsar, but that's Greek. Interesting. So what do we got here? We are in the Age of Monuments in the year 640 Anno Domini. This is turn 103. You cannot see that because my stupid face is in the way. You know what? Let's spam me into the ether. Let's spam me into the ether. You don't need me. You don't need me. So the interface is, man, this is very Civ-esque, isn't it? When you were looking at this, it's very Civ-esque. Like, it's very, very slick. There's not too much information to overwhelm you. I wonder what that means. Probably, like, later on your decisions on how to go from here. We have some pyramids in the background. So there are definitely some world wonders going on. We have region levels, how many cities you can have, the needs, it's growing. It's doing some research here. Replace this. Nice placeholder. Well, somebody didn't replace it. You have multiple domains. I don't know exactly what that means. Without context, this doesn't do anything for me. We have culture. We are getting the research. We haven't chosen the research. That makes sense. Choose the technology. It looks very much like a Civ game. Yeah, we have some rare resources here, as we can see. Huh. Okay, we have some cattle over here. I wonder what this is then. All right. Next. Ah, yeah, there is the Age of Bronze. Oh, so I was right. I was actually right. Yeah, I nailed that down. Man, I'm good. I just have to, like, tap myself on the back for this. So this is a crisis age. Yep. No, it's actually, I have to give a huge applause to the developers. Because they managed, just with some interface cues and with art, to have somebody like me just getting the idea of, what is this? What am I looking at? And even with a brief look, I could be like, I know what that is. So yeah, this is the at least 6 other nation units killed in battle, and this would be the Age of Blood, which is a crisis. Age of Heroes, at least 3 discovered landmarks. So this is the Age of Iron would be the standard age you can reach. Then if you get at least 3 discovered landmarks, you can choose the Age of Heroes, or if you are a lot of like bloody conquest, this is unlocking the Crisis Age. That's cool. Oh my god, I love that. I love that so much. That's such a neat idea. National Spirits. Each spirit provides a unique set of powerful bonuses to spend domain points on. The first player to pick each spirit gets an initial bonus. Oh, it's like... Wait. What? Is that like a religion-ish? Unfortunately, we cannot see what that does, so... Oh, Spartans. Spawn Spartans. Oh, that's probably like one of the choices you make, right? Yeah, there. So if you're choosing Spartans, you are getting Spartans and you can also increase them. Oh, so this is how they do like going through the ages, and you choose basically your perks for the ages. Yeah. And you might, yeah, Draco, yeah. That's interesting. That's really interesting how they do it. There was definitely one of the problems I always had with Civilization and similar games, right? Like Humankind kind of tried to fix this, and Civilization always had this problem when you choose somebody who was really good at the beginning of the game and had some really good units at the beginning. It wasn't really that good, because most of the time you didn't really attack somebody till you reach the medieval ages, or like even later than that. And especially the first 1 or 2 ages, you relatively jumped quickly through them. So I always felt like when you choose the race, which was really good at the beginning, you wasted a lot of potential. That's me. Just to make that absolutely clear, that's me. But that's how I always felt about like early ages. Maybe it's my playstyle. Who knows? Okay. There we have the map without any of the stuff. Oh, there's some gold. Gold! We see more from the city. There seems to be like a lot of resources on the map. Huh. Man, I'm hoping they're touching up the mountains again. Look, I know it's work in progress and the game is probably not coming out before next year, but damn, the mountains look shit. They look really bad. Like everything else is fine, but the moment you go into mountain territory, it's like, ooh, oh, that's bad. Oh, this is the beginning. Yeah, this is around turn 5, 9,000 BC. So you probably started around 10,000 BC. That would make sense. This is Bordeaux. Okay. And then you have like smaller towns. I wonder what the significance of that is, because Bordeaux is definitely the main town here, right? It's the main hub, 100%. But then it has a street connection to an already like smaller town. I wonder how that works. That was definitely one of the problems Civ also, I think, had, is that at some point you were starting to build a lot of like smaller towns when you had like the big towns under your control. And those towns felt kind of useless, but you wanted to close down any areas where the AI could settle or another player could settle, right? You wanted to close that down. Oh, and that's the last screenshot. Ooh, the motion blur. The motion blur is strong in this game. So this is where they build multiple towns. What is this? An outpost? Maybe this is an outpost you can put down for less resources. There's another player here. Or maybe this is like a military base. Yeah, this could really help with closing down certain areas. Because here's the thing, right? If you would play this as a Civ game, this is your main city. This is where you build your other cities because there's some resources you want or whatever. But then you still have this area open. What do? Build another city here? Yeah, because you don't want that the enemy can just walk through here. You want to close this down. And it was always a waste of a city, a waste of time, basically. But you had to do it anyways. So putting down an outpost here and have something similar to a city, but which doesn't really need the attention of a city. Good. Is that a mouse cursor? Is that a controller mouse cursor right here? Just asking questions. Yeah. I mean, sign me up for another Civ game. Here's the thing. This is the last thing I will say on this, and then we are wrapping it up. Because we got a lot of information out of this, and the video is already long enough. Do we need another Civ-based game? Yes. Humankind was getting pretty close, but unfortunately it tried to stay too close to its endless games. It was another entry in the endless series, and don't get me wrong, I love the endless games, but Humankind was alright. It wasn't what a lot of people hope for though. And Civ, yes, do they work on a new Civ game? Yeah, we know that. They have announced it. But after Civilization 6, and I'm not even talking about the graphics, I'm just talking about what they did with Civ 6, like a lot of the decision they made. Yeah. Like, they have cut a lot of corners in Civ 6, and I wouldn't be surprised if they are cutting a lot of corners in Civ 7 again. And I already feel like they did cut too many corners in 6. So having a game which is not doing that, and having a game which is really just like, it's a paradox game, right? So they will try to make it entry friendly, but then the longer you play, you just realize, holy moly, that's deep. Last thing I want to say, and then we're wrapping it up. We have only gold. There seems to be no other visible resource immediately. Like no iron or black powder or something like that. I wonder if they don't do that. Really curious about the economy. All right. But that's not me. Don't believe the liar. That's me. But with that said, it's a 4X game. That got confirmed. Like it is Civ. Right? But paradox style. And I'm really curious about that. We will definitely check it out when it becomes available. They don't have a release date at all yet. Like the release date on Steam is coming soon. It will have online multiplayer, as per usual. Like, I mean, most Paradox games have, right? And we will definitely back with this game when we know more. and when we get maybe a full-on gameplay trailer. That would be neat. With that said, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe to the channel for more strategy games, because that's what we're doing here on the Mole Under Management channel. We are completely focusing on all the strategy games out there, and this is definitely one of them. So with that said, thanks so much for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.